you two? What was your last job? Playing square dances?
No, funerals.
Well, would you mind rejoining the living? Goose it up a little.
We'll try.
How did those holes get there?
Those? I don't know. Mice?
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. There's a season on at the BFI South Bank at the moment called Comedy Genius, and it's celebrating the best of comedy in both film and television. As part of it, the BFI have done a couple of reissues. They've reissued 9 to 5, which is a really great movie and has aged brilliantly. And, of course, Some Like It Hot, which is regularly voted the greatest comedy movie of all time. Certainly has the most famous final line of any movie ever. Anyway, so I was watching Some Like It Hot again because it's coming out again on Friday. And when I was watching it, I remembered something about the film from my earlier years. I mean, I'm a very old man now, but I've always considered that the real mark of a genius film is that it steps out of the cinema and starts influencing the world of popular culture. Well, in my early 20s, I started playing double bass. I still play double bass now. I play bull fiddle in a skiffle band, and I've done it for quite a long time. But I started playing double bass because I was a very bad guitarist, and somebody said, you know, why don't you play double bass? I said, I can't play double bass. They said, you can't play guitar either. It's never stopped you. So I started playing double bass in a skiffle band, and I bought an old double bass for like 50 quid. I got it from Johnny Roadhouse in Manchester. And when I got the double bass, the very first thing I thought is, I'm going to get bullet holes drilled in the bass, just like the bullet holes that are in the bass, which is played by Jack Lemmon at the very beginning of the film. There's a kind of shootout like this in Valentine's Day Massacre, and there are these bullet holes that end up in the double bass. I thought that'd be so cool. It'd be a double bass and it'll be a film reference. So I went to this guy who manufactured double basses, restored double basses, looked after them, and I said, look, I've got this great idea. I've got this double bass, right? And what I want is, and he said, I know what you want. You want bullet holes done in the top of the double bass. And I said, how did you know? He said, because believe me, every single double bassist, the first time they get a double bass, the first thing they do is they look at it and go, I want bullet holes like those in Some Like It Hot. I said, I thought I was the first person to come up with this. He said, you are just the latest in a long line of people who think they're the first person to come up with that gag. Some Like It Hot is a brilliant film. It's got fantastic performances. The stories of making it are legendary. The kind of disagreements between the cast, and as I said, greatest final line of all time. But if you're a double bassist, it's also the movie that makes you go, oh, you already thought of that.